All right, so we are ready to start our week with YouTube. I am on youtube.com. If you didn't know, YouTube is owned by Google. It is. And one of the things that makes that great is that the integration into all of the other products and things that we have will work great with YouTube. So I want to put a YouTube video in my Google slide presentation, easy as pie. So really, really great tool. Now the powerful tool with YouTube comes from curating collections of videos, comes from finding videos for your students to watch and putting those together for them. Setting them loose on YouTube isn't always the wisest decision, and it isn't always the most effective. But if you can learn to create, curate, and find effective curriculum through these videos, you can really open up another area of engagement for your students. So let's start with a brief tour of YouTube. We're going to start on the left-hand side. We have our sidebar of menu options here. At the top you have your home button, which will take you back to where we are on the home screen. You'll have your trending button, which shows you videos that are trending right now on YouTube. And then you have your subscription button. So let's talk about our first vocabulary word here. Subscribing to a YouTube channel means that you follow that YouTube channel. It means that you want to see that YouTube channel and everything that they post. And a YouTube channel is actually just a place for all the videos of a certain type. So, for example, it's kind of hard to describe. Let's show you one. KY Go Digital is a YouTube channel for Kentucky Go Digital. It is a place where there are a bunch of videos from people who are teachers and administrators sharing you what to do with different tools. It is a phenomenal YouTube channel. I am subscribed to this channel, which means on the left-hand side, I will see that channel in my subscriptions. It also means here under subscriptions, I'm just going to see a series of videos here from all the things I subscribe to. So you can see where really taking the time to find good YouTube channels, subscribing to them, and then watching their new videos come up is a really great tool. Now also on my left-hand side, I have my history, my watch later list, and then I also have some playlists that I've created. This is my library. And then we also, I'm going to go back here, in the top right corner have a totally separate menu. So underneath your picture, you'll see a different set of options. And the best way that I can describe this is your options on the left are for browsing and watching and curating videos. Your options on the right under your picture are for you to create, work with, and curate your own videos. So this is like my account, my channel, my creator studio, my things. This is everybody else's things on the left. So that's one good way to think about it. Now you also have a search bar up here at the top, and this search bar is really, really helpful when finding videos. We're going to talk about searching a little bit later. And then you have these three little buttons over here on the right. Your upload button, which is how you add new videos to your YouTube channel. Your YouTube app switcher. So we've seen this button before, this app switcher, but YouTube has actually several different apps that you can switch to. For example, just a kids version, just a music version. And then your notifications little bell. So if you subscribe to a channel, you're going to get notifications on that channel when they upload videos. So here are my notifications about, hey, KY Go Digital has done this, has added this video. And so that's kind of the gist of YouTube. Your homepage is always going to look kind of a little different based on what videos you watch, and it's always going to try to suggest things for you. And so we're ready to jump in with our first little lesson, but hopefully that helps you get around. One last thing that I want to show you over here on the right-hand side is your My Channel button. You do have a YouTube channel. It may not be set up, so the first time that you click that, you may have to type in the name of your channel. I would suggest with your school account that you use your first and last name as the name of your channel, or you can use like Miss York so you can share it with kids. We'll talk a little bit more about that as we go on, but if you haven't already, you can set up your channel by clicking that My Channel button. All right, let's go to the next lesson. So let's talk briefly about uploading your own videos and using YouTube. As I mentioned in the first video, but if you didn't watch that part, you have a channel. It's called My Channel. Click on your picture, go to My Channel. If it hasn't been set up yet, you'll be taken through a series of steps to set it up. You want to name your channel something that's easy to remember. My channel's name is my name. If you want, if you're going to use this with students a lot, you can name it Miss York. You can name it Mishworks Classroom, you can name it anything like that. So it's completely up to you. You can have more than one channel. So you could have a channel like this, and then you could have a Mishworks cooking channel. You could have any number of channels on your one YouTube account. So I'm just really focusing on having one channel where I keep all of my stuff. And we're going to talk about uploading videos to your channel. So I mentioned this upload button earlier. We're going to click on this upload button here, and it's going to take us to an upload screen. And there are a couple options here. One, we can import videos from our Google Photos if we use that tool, which we haven't really talked about, but it's a great tool for storing your videos and photos. You can set up live streaming on your channel and start that way, or we can just drop files here to upload. So I'm going to do one as an example. I think I've got a test video here. I'm literally going to take this video and I'm going to drop it in. I can also click on this button and then go on my computer and find where that video is saved, but I'm just going to literally drop it right there. And let's take a look at the settings while this video is uploading. I'm going to name my video here. As my video is uploading and processing, I'm allowed to work on all of these things, and it's not actually live until I hit publish. So I give my description for my video, and then I can tag my video. So if this video is about education, this video is about Google, this video is about training, this video is about PD, I put these little tags in here so that when people search, they can easily find my video. You don't have to put those here. You can definitely take them out if you're not worried about that. And then we have our most important settings on the right-hand side, which are our our privacy settings. Okay, so you can make videos public by default. Mine are public. That's the easiest way to do it because no matter who I share them with, they're going to be available. However, if you want a video to be unlisted, you can also do that as well, which means anybody could see it, but they have to have the link in order to see it. It's not going to come up in searches. It's not going to show up anywhere. It's going to be super kind of hidden from the majority of the public. And then you also have private, which makes it so only you can view. And this reminds me a lot of our stuff we've done in Google Docs. Nobody else can see this video but you until you choose to share it with specific people. And you would have to enter their exact email addresses. So if you're doing something that you just want to work on with a few people and you want it to be very private, that's probably the best way to do it. If you're working with older students and you're actually having them upload videos to YouTube, having videos be private or unlisted should be what you're teaching them to do, especially if they're making videos for school and they don't want that video to be out there for the public. And then scheduled. Scheduled means I'm ready for this video to go up, but I only want it to go up tomorrow at 8 o'clock. So I can schedule when that video is published. All right, so for right now, I'm going to leave this video public. We'll talk about playlists in a later video, but you can create these playlists, and right here when we're uploading the video, you can add it to the playlist. Let's look through a couple of the other little options here. We have the translations tab, which allows you to translate your title and your description into another language. If you would like that to be translated, you can do that. We also have our advanced settings, and there's a lot of good stuff here. I'm just going to talk about a few things. One, comments. So do you want people to be able to comment on your video, good or bad? You're going to get them all. So you can also turn that completely to approved, which means you have to approve all of the comments, or you can take out any inappropriate, potentially inappropriate comments. So anybody that uses any inappropriate language, their comment would be flagged. All of these other options are probably a little too much. We do have the allow embedding option. We'll talk about embedding videos at the end, so you'll probably want to keep that on because we'll use that embedding feature a lot in other Google tools. The top right, the category of your video, I find that this is really helpful in when you send this video to a kid to watch, the videos they're going to be sent that are related to them afterwards, the things they're going to see on the side and the bottom, are related a lot to this category. So I always change mine to education. You can set that as a default too. That way we're getting mostly educational videos afterwards. There are a few other little things you can put in if you'd like, but that's pretty much the gist of the settings, the things you need to pay attention to, your comments and your category. When I'm done, and I can, if my video is really long, it might take a little while for it to upload. When I'm done, I'm going to click Publish. And then my video is going to be live, and it will immediately give me the options to share that video. And we'll talk about those sharing options in a later video, but let's take a look at our channel now with that video. So I'm going to go back home. I'm going to click on my picture, and I'm going to go to my channel. And under videos should be the latest video that I've posted. And there it is. You see it's right there. It has no views. I also can work with that video that I've uploaded by going to my picture and clicking Creator Studio. And then I will see kind of here a dashboard of all of my videos. We're not going to go through all of this, but this is the video that I just uploaded. If any of those settings that I feel like I need to change, or I've done something I need to fix, I can click the Edit button here. And I'm basically back in a lot of the same settings that I just had. You see my translations, my advanced settings. I can change my privacy here. I can change my description here if I want to. So I'm kind of back in that same zone. But there are some other things that I can do with the video now that it's uploaded. I have enhancements to the video. So I can change the saturation, the color, the way things look, change the video completely. Let me mute this. All right, so I can change kind of the way that video looks, and you see how, let's see if I can mess with it a lot. I can make myself really tan. But if the video has any kind of issues, you can definitely fix those in this enhancement area. You can also use this trim tool. So if you've uploaded the video and you realize you need to cut out the last 30 seconds, when you click trim, you're able to actually, let me pause, trim just a little part of the video off and hit done, and then your video will be trimmed. It takes a little bit of time for the trimmed video to appear on YouTube correctly, but it's a great way to just fix a little piece of your video if you need to. There are filters for your video that you can apply. There are blurring effects that you can apply. So if there's a certain area or face you want to blur out during your video once it's already uploaded, you can do that. That's a really great little tool. I'm going to go over to the audio options. And so if you have music in your video, a lot of times you'll get a copyright issue. I'm not going to go into all of that depth, but you can add music. This is free, ad-free music that you can add to your videos. You click on it and it will play. Let's see if we can do this. Behind your video. Great. Definitely makes my video more interesting. Or you can have it positioned at a certain place. So all of these are things that are done after your videos on YouTube. So if you're just using a simple program to film something, you can really do quite a bit in the video editor on YouTube afterwards. All right, your in-screen and annotations. That is what you're going to see at the very end of your video. Okay. So at the very end, I can add an element. Let's say subscribe to my channel, or I can get a link to my website, or I can say watch this video next. So you've seen that at the end of videos, those things that pop up at the end. A lot of times they're promoting whoever has made that video. So you can do that as well on your videos. Annotations are things that used to be on YouTube, but you can see they ended a while ago. Basically what annotations were little things that would pop up on the video while you were watching them. Little words and little cards that would pop up. So those are not there anymore. Now, we do have cards, and let me show you what a card looks like. So let's say at a certain time I want to put a poll inside of my video. So here's my poll question. Excuse my grammar. All right, and then I'm going to click Create Card. And this card is going to be right here on my video. So let's play it. Here it is right here. This is my card. So I'm going to get right to that point in my video. Let me mute me. All right. And you're going to see that pop up right here. And when someone clicks on it, they can answer the poll, yes or no. So it's a great way to kind of add some interactivity to your video. You can add other videos within your videos, other channels within your channels, and you can add links as well. The very last option you have here on your video is for subtitles. And you'll see the first thing it wants me to do is select the language of my video. So I'm going to tell it that my language is English. And then here's my video. And if I want to add my own subtitles, I can do that as well. So here we go. So here are my three options. I have a file of subtitles that I want to add, so I know exactly what I've said and I want to add that transcript. I want to create new ones. I want to type them in myself, or I can transcribe and auto sync. So you can have it type everything that's spoken. All right, it is a really cool way to transcribe your videos. If for some reason you need that for your students, it's a great little feature. All right, So we have been through all of basically the settings in editing a video. Again, I went to my video manager and I just edited the video I had just uploaded. There are some settings here. These are all things we just talked about, except for this download MP4. So let's say you put this video in, and then 3 or 4 years from now, you can't find the original video and you need to send it to someone. You can actually download the original video file of anything that you own that doesn't have any copyright infringements. So it's a great way to kind of store and keep your videos as well. And don't forget, you can leave them private. Now, I just want to point out in our Creator Studio this live streaming option. I'm going to put a link to that on the very last slide for this week. We did that when we did the Google Hangouts on Air. You can actually do a live video and you can record that video and then save it on your YouTube channel for later. So that's under this live streaming option. So if that's something you're interested in, using Hangouts on Air to live stream a video, and you could live stream like exactly what I'm doing right here. This could be a live stream where I'm just showing my screen and teaching students how to do something. So definitely check that out if that's something you're interested in. But that is uploading and using your own videos. All right, so in this video, we're going to talk about searching and we're going to talk about channels. So let's start with searching. I have performed a search. So I've gone up here to the top and just typed in a topic, and I have gotten a list of videos about cell division. Now, it is a little important for you to know in your search results and to teach your kids, you know, what will be a good video. So let's just take a look at our results first. Right here, when I search for video, I see the name of the video here. Then I see the name of the channel that this is coming from. I see how many views it has and how recent it was. All of those things may make a difference to you when you're trying to find a video. You can also see here the little description that we have. I'm going to go down a little bit and I'm going to kind of show you. We're seeing a lot of videos here with a lot of views. Let's see if we can find one with a little bit less. So yeah, as I get down into some of these lower ones, I'm finding some with a little fewer views. But you're going to notice throughout my search, I'm seeing some different things as well. Like this is a playlist, and it's from Khan Academy Medicine. So it actually has 9 videos in this playlist that are related to cells. So that might be something that's interesting that I want to save. You also may see channels. So let's talk about filtering our results a little bit out. So let's say I want something of a specific length or something specific. At the top right, I have a filter button. And when I click that, I get all kinds of options. So I can talk about things that were loaded within the last year. I can filter that out so that I can get only recent things. I can filter out what types of things I want. So we've talked about channels a little bit, but a channel is going to be a specific, place where there are videos. I have a channel called Whitney York. The channels are where all the videos are held. You can think of it as kind of a user account. So there's probably not a good channel for cell division, but if I search for biology and I go to filter and search by channel, I'm probably going to get some good channels that have a lot of videos related to that topic. This is important because these channels may be things you can subscribe to and then come back and find videos all the time. So rather than just looking for these one-off videos, if you find this interactive biology channel has a lot of really great videos, what you can do is subscribe to this channel, then you'll get notifications about the channel, and you'll see it on your left-hand side as something you are subscribed to. So definitely make sure you're using your search terms correctly. Let's go back and see what else we can do. When I filter, I can filter it out by type. So if I want a playlist of videos, I want several videos, I can do that. I can do short videos or long videos here, and then I can choose all of these features. So some of these you may not use, but if you need a video with subtitles, or you need it in HD, or you need to reuse it for something, that's a Creative Commons license for copyright. You can do that as well. And then this very last column is how the videos in your search or the channels in your search are going to be sorted. So if you want to sort it by what's been viewed the most, you can do that. If you want to sort it by the highest rating, you can do that. But very easy to find videos, and it's just one little click here, which a lot of people don't know about, which can really help you hone in on what you're exactly looking for. So definitely take some time to practice searching, and also make sure that when you're looking for something, you try to search for some channels. So let's look up technology integration. When I go to filter and I choose channel, I may find some really cool things that I can follow here. And you'll see the number of subscribers, how many videos they have, and there may be some really great channels out there that you're not even aware of that you can use with your students. So definitely check out searching channels and filtering by all of those different options. So next we're going to talk about playlist. And I'm going to show you two different ways to create a playlist on YouTube, but basically a playlist is a series of videos, and you can either find them already created, you can create your own, and they're a great way to give your students a series of videos on a topic without having them search all over for them or without having to give them several links. You can give the students just links to one playlist and all the videos will play. It's really phenomenal. So I'm going to show you kind of the hard way to create the playlist first. I have clicked on my name here, I've gone to Creator Studio, and then on the left-hand side, I went down to Video Manager and Playlist. And you can see I have two playlists already here, and we're going to create a new one for this week of videos just to show you what this looks like. And I'm going to show you two ways. So I'm going to make it, delete it, and then show you how to make it an easier way. So you have to kind of dig down in the menus to get here, and then I click a new playlist. So I'm going to make a one for this week's class because I'm putting the videos on YouTube this week. And the only options I have here are to name it and change the privacy. So same as my video settings earlier, I can make it public for everybody to see. I can make it unlisted so people have to have a link to see it, or I can make it private. I'm just going to make this one public and hit create. And as soon as I make the playlist, you see there's nothing here. There's no videos going on. So we've got to add some videos to that playlist. So what I'm going to do is go back to my channel, and I'm going to go to my videos, and I'm going to open a video that I want to add to that playlist. So here's the first week, the first lesson video for week 7. And what I'm going to do is down here in the bottom right corner, click this little button here, these 3 little lines and the plus sign, and I'm going to add it to playlist MISD GCE week 7. That's all I have to do is check that box. So now I'm going to go back and do it one more time to the second video I have. Add the playlist button, GCE week 7, done. Let's go back to my settings, Creator Studio, Video Manager, and Playlists. Here is my new playlist here. When I click and open it up, you'll see the videos on the right-hand side that are in the playlist. I can rearrange them. All I have to do is grab the videos and reorganize them. I can remove them from the playlist by clicking these 3 little dots and hit remove. I can also set either of these as my thumbnails. The thumbnail is the picture that's going to appear on the playlist. So if I'd rather this be the thumbnail for week 7, I say set as playlist thumbnail, and then now that shows up as the playlist thumbnail. You'll also see a shuffle play option here. You can click that and it'll just start playing the playlist in a shuffled order. Here on the right hand side are my videos in my playlist. So you can see how easy this is to kind of set up a series of videos, add, rearrange, and move them around. So now I'm going to delete this playlist. So I'm going to go back. This is my list of playlists, and I'm going to hit edit. Now down here by my name I have another edit button that I haven't talked about. We're going to click on that, and it's going to bring us to just kind of a different view of our playlist. We see our videos here. You can X out and remove them kind of the same way we were just looking at them. Moving them here is a little bit different. You have to grab on the left hand side, but we'll come back to this view in just a second. I first want to be able to delete this playlist. So I didn't mean to make it, I want to get rid of it. Look for your 3 little dots and hit delete playlist. And I'm going to say yes. Let me show you an easier way to create the playlist. So right from your video, now we don't have to do this on videos that we own either. So let's find some videos about cell division. Let's say I like this video a lot about mitosis. I've watched it, I think it's great, I'm ready to add it to a playlist. I click my little playlist button here, and I don't have a playlist listed here that I want. I want a new one. So I'm going to go down to create new playlist. I'm going to call this cell division. I'm going to make it public and hit create. Now, it automatically adds it. There was a little pop-up down in the corner that told me that it was added to that playlist, and I can go back now and add a few more. So let me just add the next 2 videos here. I'm going to hit the plus, and now cell division is an option. I choose that. Done. Let's go back. Let's add one more. Plus, cell division, done. Now, I'm going to click on my picture again, go to my channel, and go to my playlist up at the top. And there's my cell division playlist. When I click on that cell division playlist, it's just going to start playing. It's taking me here. Here's my first video. Here are my other videos on the right. So we're actually going to have to go back to where we were in our Creator Studio to mess with the name and the description and all of that good stuff. So in my Creator Studio, Video Manager, and Playlist. I click Edit on my cell division playlist, and I'm back to all of my options where I can rearrange. I can hit Edit again here, and there are more options. So let's talk about sharing the playlist. We're going to talk about embedding everything in the next video, but we're going to talk about sharing this playlist. We really want to share this on our Google Classroom, for instance. So all I have to do is hit Share here, copy this big long link, and then I can put it right in Google Classroom. So watch how this works. I'm just going to go to, I think I'm already in classroom.google.com. I'm going to go to our Certified Educator class, post an announcement, watch this playlist, and I'm going to add it as a link right here. Okay? It will actually appear as just a regular link. When they go to it, they will see that whole series of videos pop up. So they see all the videos that they need. It's a really great way to share videos. There are more playlist settings in here you can go through, the privacy of it, how the videos are ordered, and you can add collaborators so that other people can add videos to the playlist. That's important. So there may be somebody else that needs to add videos to this playlist. You can do that, get a link, and send it to those people. Okay, so that's playlist. It's pretty simple. It's really easy to create, share, and work with playlists. Make sure that you know where all the settings are. I do think navigation is probably the hardest part of YouTube, so when in doubt, just click on your picture and go to Creator Studio, and all of your options are there on the left. So let's talk about sharing videos, sharing playlists, embedding them, using them in other Google tools. This is really, you know, the kind of key to everything here. So we're going to start really simple, sharing a single video. So I'm going to go to my channel because I have a video that I would like to share. Oops, let me go back. Clicked on my profile, not my channel. I'm already on my channel, so I'm going to click on videos, and I want to share this video. This is something we're doing in class this week, and I'm ready to share it. There's a couple different ways to do that. So I click my little share button here at the bottom, and you see all of these little icons pop up. If you want to share to social media at all, that's what these options are for. If you want to email the video to someone, here you go. If you just want to copy and paste the link provided for you here is all you need. So let's start with that. I'm just going to copy that link, and I'm going to go into my Google Classroom, post an announcement, and I would paste that link right here. I could use the little link option and paste and add it in. I can also click this little YouTube button. That's what this little video play button here is for. And what happens whenever you see this box, you're going to see this around Google, is that you can actually search for a video here, or you can type the exact URL in the second little option here. So I'm going to hit add, and I just want to show you how it appears differently. So the first one, I clicked on the hyperlink. It will work when I post it. It will look just fine. You'll be able to click on the link. But because I embedded it here, because I chose YouTube, it's actually showing up. You can see the name of the video. You're going to see and be able to play it right within Google Classroom. So this is really the preferred method. Now the same thing goes for on any of our other Google products like Google Slides or Google Docs. Whenever you hit insert and you go down to video, you're going to see a search option where you can search for the video and it will come right up. A URL option where you can paste the exact link and it will come up. Or here you'll see your Google Drive option where any videos that have been posted to your Google Drive are available for you to pull in. So even without YouTube, we can add video to presentations and documents that way. Now one tool that we have not talked too much about is Google Sites. And so I'm going to show you we're going to talk a little bit about that the last week. It's not the biggest tool out there, but it is a really fun tool for students to use. And on the right-hand side, we can insert things into our Google site. And I just want to show you this button is a little bit different. It says Google Embeds YouTube. But when it pops up, it's the exact same box we see everywhere else. So anywhere you are, you can just type in and search for the video you want to add, or you can put in the link to the exact video in that same box, and it will come up just the same way. So that's sharing a single video. Pretty simple. Now, one of the other little options I had here was to start the video at a certain time. So let's say the video is 15 minutes long and I want kids to start at the 1 minute and 30-second mark. When I hit copy on this link now, you see this little bit was added to my URL. So it's actually going to start the video a little bit later. Now when I paste that link anywhere, we'll just do it and test it, your video is going to start at whatever time you told it to start at. So that's a really great way to get kids to only see a portion of the video when you don't have editing rights to that video yourself. Okay. Now let's go back and talk about a playlist. So earlier we created a little playlist, and I'm going to go back to my channel and click on playlists, and here it is. So I'm going to pull my cell division playlist up, and I have an option down here to share, and that's just on the single video. So that's not what I want. I'm not seeing the same options here to share this whole playlist. So let's go back. I'm going to go to my Creator Studio. I'm going to go to Video Manager, and I'm going to go to Playlists. Okay. Now, when I go to Edit here, I see my option to share. And here, I'm actually going to get a link to the entire playlist and not just that single video. So it's a totally different link, and it's a little bit longer. That's how you can tell it's a playlist link. You can also get what's called an embed link. So I'll show you what an embedding looks like. But basically, if you have a specific website or someplace you want to embed the video in, so they just pull it up and it just plays, that's called embedding. So I'll show you on Google Sites what that looks like. I'm going to copy this code. And on Google Sites here, I can actually insert an embed link, and I can take all of this code and paste it. And what's going to happen is that on my website, when I look at it, my playlist is embedded right in. Now, on all Google tools, just inserting the link to the playlist has the same effect. But you should know where that embed link is, because if you're using another tool and you need to embed the videos there, like a blog or a website, it's very, very easy to do by just pasting that embed code. And one thing you'll notice about wherever you embed or link the playlist is that when you hit play, in the top left corner, there is a little playlist symbol here, and I can see all 3 of the videos in the playlist and switch between them at any time. So it's a really great way, again, to share a series of things with kids without filling up their screen with videos. Just one playlist, a curated group of content, and very easy for them to access. So that's basically all there is to sharing videos. It's pretty simple. On your test, you might be asked to share that video with a specific person. So I mentioned earlier the share button and all of these social media links. The very last one, that is email, will actually take you to your Google Mail, and ours will not work if you're logged in under your school account. So it's something I can't really show you. It's bringing up my school email here and bringing me up a little email to send it to. But on your test, it would bring up Gmail. So it would be a really handy little tool to be able to click that and take it right to Gmail. But just be aware that all those tools are there and they're all on the specific video. Okay, that is it for YouTube. It's pretty simple. Make sure you know all of the different ways to share the videos. That's, of course, the most important part when you're talking about working with students, is creating, curating content and sharing those videos with them.